Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to go into chapter 90 of Lost by James Patterson, so let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. I sat alone at a picnic table just in front of the park's concert band shell. Biscan Bay behind me. Marie waited in my car because this was not the right time to have her in public and meeting people. I'd been careful to place my team in the right spots. I kept a calm demeanor, but I had no illusions about what could go wrong. It wasn't just my safety. The whole team could be at risk. If the Russians showed up, we'd probably be outnumbered and outgunned. A few cars rolled along Biscan Boulevard. It was the perfect place to sit and watch for surprises. The red backpack sat on the table with nothing blocking the signal from the tracker. My pistol sat in my lap under the table. Though I hoped it didn't come down to fast gunplay, I wanted to be ready just in case. This was all my plan. From start to finish, no one else could be blamed if it went wrong. That was exactly how I wanted it. It was a beautiful Miami afternoon with a breeze off of the ocean. The sun was starting to dip behind some of the taller buildings, and I thought I could see some buzzards roosting on the state building downtown. It was one of the more famous quirks of the Magic City. No one had ever explained why the buzzards preferred that building. I felt a trickle of sweat run down my back. It was nerves. I knew. A good cop doesn't ignore little signs like precipitation. Excuse me. I took a breath and thought about how this might play out. I'd never dealt with Dutch criminals before, but from what I've heard about Albert Greets, he was a badass through and through. At Miami, I could usually spot badasses. They weren't the guys in muscle shirts with big biceps. Those were the showy loudmouths. The truly dangerous people in Miami were quiet and watched everything. They noticed when other people were nervous or tried to signal partners. The quiet, dangerous people never gave you a second chance. If this Dutch dude, Albert, and his sister Hannah were like that, I had plenty to worry about, and that's why I had kept Marie out of sight. Then I spotted them. They weren't hiding their approach. A man and a woman in their 30s walking across the parking lot, weaving between the cars. The woman, Hannah, was very attractive, with brown hair and lean, athletic body. Her brother looked exactly like I expected him to. Jeans, a loose shirt to cover a gun, and eyes that were fixed on me. He was shorter than me, but in good shape with broad shoulders and thinning hair. He was not intimidated. Behind them, casually waiting by parked cars, were my partners and Marie Meyer. Now the brother and sister were absolutely focused on me. They saw the backpack in plain sight and clearly wanted to discuss it. That meant Albert wasn't checking his surroundings and didn't see Steph and Chill start to follow him at a distance. Hannah appeared calm as she approached. Maybe it was because she realized I was waiting for them. When they were 5 yards away, they stopped directly in front of me. There were no civilians anywhere in the park. Looking at it tactically, and a police officer, I'd say setting was perfect. Hannah said in accented English, "You're the man we saw with Marie Meyer in Amsterdam, so you're a cop too?" I waited in silence for a few moments and said, "My name is Tom Moon. I'm a Miami police detective. I kept a close watch on her brother, and he gave me this stink eye." I could tell Albert was used to people crumbling under his stare. "Welcome to Miami, pal." Hannah said, "At least you don't work for the Rostovs." Her brother added, "Or do you?" I let out a laugh. "I would gladly trade you two if I could arrest Roman Rostov." That seemed to satisfy them. Hannah said, "So what do we do now? Before you do anything stupid, I should probably point out that there are 2 armed federal agents behind you." Albert's head snapped around as he swiveled to look behind him. Chill smiled and waved with his left hand. His right hand held a Glock 9mm. Steph held her own Glock along the seam of her pants. Albert turned so they could see his hand was on his gun too. Just another day in Miami. That is the end of this chapter. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.